Hey friends, today I want to show you a quick little program that I put together to kind of test all my math and statistics when it comes to designing a combat engine. So as you know, I'm working on Godshed, the flagship game, Godshed Death Soul Holy Blood, copyright 2013, and what I need to do is, I've got over 400 creatures for this game. And it's a big, chess type game, combat game, where each move can be countered by another player, and you typically need to just defeat the boss at the end of each board. Sometimes there's other objects that you have to destroy as well, but for the most part, you have to defeat the boss. What I want to show you is this quick program that I use. So you got a start button here. When I hit the start button, it is going to go through over 100 plus different iterations of combat. What I mean is, imagine if you're playing chess. It takes you a few minutes to set up all the chess pieces, and then one after another, you move, the enemy moves, you move, the enemy moves, you move, the enemy moves. Well, and chess games could take half hour, if you're really bad, 5 minutes. So, but that's an iteration. Each game that you play is an iteration. And so, by hitting the start button, it's going to go through over 100 iterations, whatever I specified. In this case, I specified 150. So it's going to do 150 different games. And we'll see the results after this. So, hit the start button. And here we go. Didn't take too long at all, actually. So, game over. Would you like to play again? Click the start button. If you click the start button now, it'll just go through one iteration. It won't go through 150 again. So what I want to show you here is there's various creatures. Okay, various little creatures. Let me see if I can zoom this in a little bit for you. Okay, so we got rid of the start button. Game over. Would you like to play again? Blah blah blah. Okay, so I just put in a random grouping of creatures. Their statistics are not really tied at this moment to the character that they represent. But I am putting together, I'm coding this as I go. For example, I've got an elf fighter over here, elf melee, so I'm trying to test out how strong an elf melee character is, dwarf melee, a human that casts poison, a human that casts soul magic, a human that casts blood, etc. So let me just show you here, it says alive, dead, total. So what that means is, let's go up to this goblin guy on this mounted goblin guy here on a bug. Now, he has been in the game, those 150 iterations, he showed up 40 times. So he could have showed up multiple times in each iteration, or he could have showed up in one game 40 times. So it's just a matter of the dice roll of how many times he shows up at this point in this testing environment. So he showed up. He stayed alive at the end of the board 30 out of those 40 times. So he died 10 out of 40. See down here, alive, dead, total. So he was alive 75% of the time. When the game board was over, when the iteration was over, he was alive 3 out of 4 times. This guy over here, he died all the time. He showed up 69 total times and only survived 8% of the time. This guy over here, 47, died 38% of the time, etc. This guy down here, very interesting. He showed up 50 times and did not die at all. So he's overpowered. What you might consider is he might be overpowered, and I'm going to have to look at him. Same with this guy over here. He showed up 52 times, and this girl over here showed up 54, and they only died 1 time and 2 times there. So they might be overpowered for what I calculated them to be. Maybe I overpowered his strength and his shield, or maybe his poison damage is too much. Maybe when he cast out poison, it's overpowered. So those are things that I have to study and keep working towards improving. Same with the melee elf. Maybe he dodges too much because he's a skinnier guy, so to speak. So maybe he dodges a little bit. Again, the images don't reflect what they actually are. I'm just using the images just so I can, in my head, kind of picture the different characters. So, thanks for watching.